Hello, how are you today? Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping in. I feel like I'm kind of close here to the. Hi, Laura. Merry Christmas. I hope Santa was good to everybody. I just figured that, I got a whole bunch of Christmas cards yesterday from the girls over at Crafting Mamas, and I got a bunch of wrapping paper from a family member, sent us a bunch of gifts, and it was wrapping paper I didn't have in here. So I thought I'd start gluing some wrapping paper scraps in. Oh, awesome. I am so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that Santa was good to everybody. My husband and my daughter built me a bird feeder. So we put that out today because I seem to have no luck with bird feeders. They break. One I had for a couple of years fell apart from being baked in the sun. So they built me a wooden one that should last longer than 10 minutes. And I got some slippers because I needed them. I got a whole bunch of goodies. I've seen some pictures and wow, some people got a lot of crafty goodness. I did too, but what we do, because my husband doesn't know what to buy me, is he gives me an amount to spend and then I just buy what I want. So I bought myself some dies this year, and I bought some, what else did I buy? Oh, I bought some Crocodile, the corner chompers. Oh, I love wrapping paper too. I love wrapping paper. It is so much fun to put in, you know. Ooh, sorry, my cord is in a bad location. So I figured I'd slap the last few things in here for this Christmas season. I might get some late cards, and if I, glue some wrapping paper down as backgrounds, then I'll be able to just throw them in quickly when I get them and then put this puppy away for the season. It's been fun though. It's been a lot of fun gluing in this thing all December long. It doesn't take long to fill up one of these puppies. Yeah, Laura, I love having a bird. I love watching the birds. A few years ago, actually, it was like 3 or 4 years in a row, we had a woodpecker. Every winter, that woodpecker was at our bird feeder, And I made myself some tea. I hope everybody ate good. We made a chicken. I would have loved to have a roast beef, but I don't know where to find one around here. The grocery stores, they don't see them in the grocery stores. Yeah, seeing those birds out there, it's very calming. It is very calming to watch the birds. I have it right outside my window. And my kids got a lot of goodies. My daughter was busy all day. She was playing all day long. She, this is a lot for her because she doesn't get a whole lot of stuff during the year except for on her birthday. So this was a big deal for her, getting all this stuff all at once. She's 4, which is the perfect age. My 10-month-old, she didn't care much. And I don't think she's been feeling too hot, so she slept a lot of the day. Yeah, it's magical with the kids. I mean, think about when you were a kid. It was magical. When you were a kid, it's magical for them. So, but they had fun. Still liked her toys. She just didn't understand the concept of what was going on. She didn't care to open them. She didn't care what was in the package. She just liked it when you had it out and you were playing with it. She was like, oh, I want in on that action. I want to see what this is all about. Soccer in the living room. I remember growing up in New England, I mean, Christmas, beginning of the dead of winter. So we would get things like bikes, and I didn't know what to do because, there was already snow on the ground, or it was coming shortly, and it was like, 5 degrees outside. So I was like, it was like torture. You get a bicycle for Christmas. What the hell you want me to do with this? Not like I can use it, Although my grandmother used to let me ride my bike around her basement, which was nice. That was nice. Back when it was dry. Now that house has no dryness to the basement at all. But it used to be. It used to stay dry. Merry Christmas, Janet. I hope Santa Claus was good to you. I hope you're feeling better with your ankle. I know that's rough. Just sipping on my tea here, sorry. So, yeah, the kids really liked it. Really liked all of their goodies. It's kind of overwhelming for them too. So, I have a couple of tantrums today. But we overcame them. We overcame them. And it was fun. 'Twas fun. 'Twas fun. Oh, that's awful. And what an awful time of year to have that happen too. Because like we had that snow, and I mean, it's enough to go out in that snow without being broken down, let alone when you are broken down. Oh, thanks, Janet. Yeah, they're good girls. I really lucked out. I really lucked. They keep me going. They really just keep me going. But I'm excited for my birds to find my bird feeder again. I doubt I'll see the same woodpecker as I did before, but I have seen one out in the trees that's similar. I think they're called a northern woodpecker, and they have the red heads. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping I do have a visiting woodpecker again, like I did a couple years ago, because that was so nice. Every single day we'd see that big woodpecker, you know, on this little tiny bird feeder. Now this bird feeder I have is big and it's wood, so you know. Sorry, I'm so out of frame here. But I've been working on clusters. Carehart got me hooked on clusters, so I've been doing a lot of those the last few days. I love this wrapping paper. It is like so thick. I might salvage this piece and just use the ruined pieces, because like I have pieces of wrapping paper in my stash, you know. Let's see if I can tear this apart lightly. I'm so glad you girls have stopped in. I was worried that nobody was going to be around because it's Christmas, you know, and all of our family is 800 miles away. So once the eating's done, we pretty much just hang out. And I was like, well, you know, I'm going to pop on YouTube and see if anybody's. I know, Laura, isn't this great? Look at that design on there. So I'm really glad you gals have come to hang out for a little while. I put the baby to bed. She was tired. She was miserable today. Poor thing. And I think my 4-year-old is laying down on my bed watching Christmas movies with my husband. He had The Grinch on a little while ago. I don't know what he's watching now. I have something hard underneath my paper right there. This is like wallpaper. Oh, that's great, Laura. I caught some of Carla caged fish today for a while, but then we had to get, so I missed it. But I know that she does the glue book January, so I have a few projects I want to work on, but I'm pretty much just gonna spend my January gluing too, because after the holiday season, it's nice to relax and just glue some paper. Yeah, I was in there for a little bit. I mean, I had my phone on the whole time, so I was listening, but I didn't, I couldn't pay much attention. Well, that's great, Janet. Glad you got to visit with family Christmas. That's the hard part for me, is I don't get to see my family on Christmas, but we do on Skype. We Skype. So we Skyped last night, and I'm sure they're all busy today, so they couldn't Skype today, but we Skyped with other family members today, and I talked to my mom. My mom's going in for major surgery on New Year's Eve, which is my birthday. So I'll be worried sick about her all day. Happy birthday to me. Get to worry about my mom. But she's a tough bird. One thing about that woman, she's tough. You know, she might complain a lot, but she's tough. Yeah, she has like, a few years back, getting really bad pain in her shoulder, and come to find out, had all these bone spurs in her neck. So she didn't do anything then because the pain, she got a shot of cortisone and the pain went away. Well, then the pain came back, but on the other side. So she had to go for an MRI, and they found out that her vertebrae in her neck is like really, you know, really screwed up, I guess. And they have to separate her vertebrae, and they have to put a plate between them, I guess, and it's going to be crazy. And I guess that it's a really involved surgery, but if there's one thing I can say, the doctor who is doing it is probably the best of the best. So I do know that she's in good hands. But yes, thank you. Thank you for your thoughts and your prayers. I'm sure all will be well, but she's just in rough shape. You know, you reach a certain point in life, and my husband's dealing with this now, you know, and your body just rebels against you, I guess, you know, and she's dealing with that, and he's dealing with that. My husband's got some surgeries. He's got a plan for torn rotator cuffs, and yeah, it does, Laura. It makes the world of difference when you have a good doctor compared to some, you know, some mope that's just there doing a job, you know. But I have faith in the doctor, so, and she does too. I feel like my grandmother, she used to save wrapping paper, and here I am delicately pulling it apart. I feel like her. Don't rip the paper. I can hear it. Don't rip the paper. Here I was, you know, 7, 8 years old, and I was delicately opening gifts so that I didn't rip the paper. Hi, Cheryl. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us today. My big scissors are in the other room. My oldest daughter got a spirograph from one of my aunts, so Mommy played with that all afternoon. And, you know, those things are tough. Those things are harder to use than I remember as a kid. Although maybe it was tough when I was a kid and I just didn't care. I just powered through, you know. Yeah, they're fun. The spirograph is fun. They are. They're fun. It's and like the book has designs and how they made them, so I'm like following through the book. Oh, that's great, Cheryl. Those diamond paintings are beautiful. Some of those diamond paintings that I've seen are beautiful. I'm afraid to get involved with them because it would just be one more thing I'd get addicted to. The diamond paintings. But they look like a lot of fun from the videos I've seen and the demonstrations people have done on YouTube. That it really looks like they really look like a lot of fun. But I'll bet you that easel is going to make the world a difference to do that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. A labor of love. For sure. This thing is so fat. I mean, just look at how fat it is. It's getting to the point that certain pages I can't hold the book on one side because it's so gigantic. Yeah, that easel will make a lot of difference because that's very involved. It's a lot of bending if you are doing it on a table. This has been so much fun, Laura. I've never done anything like this. And I was going to save like packaging pieces and stuff, but you know, in all of the craziness of paper slashing and gift thrashing, you can't really save anything, you know. So I just put all that stuff in the trash. I said, I'm just going to save the paper and, you know, be happy with the paper, with the wrapping paper. I did save some of the little pieces from some of the toy packages. Like they have those nice backgrounds behind the toys. So I did save some of those to put in different things in the future, you know. But I'll just make lists of what everybody got. I got my daughter the Kindle Fire. That's like the only toy today she hasn't asked to play with. I was shocked. I think it's because I put it on the shelf so it's not out on the floor. So she doesn't see it, you know, because I tried to clean up a little bit from all the Christmas war zone all over the floor. But she has not even asked to see it yet. I know. I know. My husband's like, he tries so hard to sneak things into the trash before I see them. You know, we went out for Chinese food the other night and they gave us this pretty wall calendar, which was pretty in itself, but the box that it came in, I was like, I need that box. So then I go and I see it in the trash. I'm like, he would throw that away because he knows I'm coming for it. And I did. I went back for it. You know. Oh, the things we put our family through. But yeah, Janet, you sent me some gorgeous like little stationery pages for Christmas. I have them in here. I think I'm just gonna make lists of what people got. You know, not every single thing, but the big things, the popular things. I'll write about my bird feeder, and I'm gonna use your pages, your stationery pages for that, because that's good list paper. Let's see if I can find it so I can show everybody. Yeah, like he tries to be so sneaky and just sneak it into the garbage can. I'm like, oh, no, you don't. I'll go in after it. Don't make me do it. You know, you think you're being slick, but in the end, I will get all the junk. Yeah, those were great. You know, and I was like, I'm going to definitely use these pages. I don't know where they are. They're in here, I promise. Lost in the masses. I found this the other day and I decided to yeah, Laura, I love those catalogs. This is old, so I didn't glue it. I'm just keeping it clipped in here. Old Christmas carols booklet. But yeah, I love this. Even though I've noticed that they put the same pictures in every month. A lot of the same ones. Oh, here it is. See, these are like that perfect kind of list paper. So look at that. I can write everybody's lists on these pages. And I have 3. So Mom and Dad, Lil, Bear May. Yeah, Laura, those catalogs, they have great little pictures, and the stuff they sell is really nice too, so I like using those images. I mean, I can afford it, you know. Oh, hey, Laura, look at, I must have opened your gift right here. To Laura. My aunt is named Laura. So that came off of one of the gift bags. My family in there. They recycle all their gift bags. So there, I have your gift here in case you want it. All right, I've done a lot with this wrapping paper, so let's, you can only keep so much wrapping paper. What did I do with my cards? Oh, here they are. I got a ton of Crafting Mama's cards. So I might as well put these in here. Ooh, look, it's Laura's card too. I love this die. I mean, I love both of them. I have a jar die, but it's a little bit different than this. But this one is beautiful. See, first card I pull out. It's a sign, Laura. We're crafting soulmates. I have your name over here. I have your gift tag over here. I have your card. I know, isn't that funny? The first card I pull out, I have a tag sitting out in the wide open that says to Laura. What the hell? Oh, my daughter, she has a little kitchen and her, this is her bedroom too. And the burner keeps turning on. The burner to her little kitchen keeps turning on. That is so funny. That is so funny. It's an omen. Let's see. I got a page in here that's got, I like this paper. So. So yeah, I have some like journals that I haven't made yet, but I put everything together to make them. So I'm going to be doing some journals over the next couple weeks. One of them is going to be a birthday present for my husband. His birthday is in February. And he keeps yelling at me that I haven't made his recipe book yet, so that's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to do his recipe book. I'm going to put some thread through maybe some of my green ribbon if I can find it in this mess. Let's see. I hope everybody gets a chance to, do some crafty stuff this week, because caught up on some of your projects. Maybe I was hoping to get caught up on some of my projects, but like some of them, you look at them and you're like, ugh, I don't feel like doing that. What, honey? A gum? Yeah. Yeah, you want to know where it is? It's in the snack drawer where I keep the marshmallows. The packs are in there, so just take one pack out and just one piece, okay? No, I didn't open it yet, so you can bring it in if you want me to. We had to go to Walmart yesterday because somebody kept asking for gum for Christmas, so I had to get some for the stocking. What, honey? Yeah. Yeah. Is this one strawberry? That one is, it is strawberry watermelon. All right. Oh boy, it smells like. Yeah, I know. I have a ton. Ooh, it is open. I have a ton of those projects. Thanks, Laura. She is. cute. We have fun. Here, honey, go put this back in that drawer for me, okay? So we know where it is. Cool. I know, like I have so many things. I have a couple of things. Like I had these small journals that I was making, and what I did was I was having a hard time with the eyelet setter that I was using, and it wasn't lining up right. This was a long time ago, you know. So then I got my Big Shot. What, honey? Thanks. Not my Big Shot, my Big Bite Crocodile. So I use that now. Thanks, babe. I got a half a piece of gum, guys. Be jealous. But then I went and got for Christmas, one of my Christmas presents was a long reach stapler. I call it long arm stapler. I think that some people call it a long neck stapler. But I use that and just stapled them all together. So I have, you know, a bunch of little journals now that I can give as gifts. Oh, I know, Laura. It goes by so fast. Like, I cannot believe my oldest is 4. It feels like it was just yesterday. I was marveling at the fact that she was born. You know, this little peanut, you know. And here she is now, this giant child. I mean, she's not giant. She's only 4, but it's only a matter of time, right? Before she is a giant. My baby, she's going to be a month. She's going to be a year old next month. What am I going to do? You know? I feel like I was just bringing her home. No, well, after, you know, after they turn 6, like they turn into real people. They don't care anymore, you know? That's when the trouble begins. At least I'm sure that's when the trouble began for my mom. You know? Very good. Thanks. I'm not having it right now, though, because I'm drinking my tea right now, okay? I got so many Christmas cards this year, though, from so many wonderful people. I'm very grateful. Very grateful this Christmas. I didn't send any cards out last year because I was so pregnant. I think I sent some out I sent a handful out to Shelly's clan, you know, the Crafting Mamas group. But other than that, I was pregnant to be worrying about Christmas pictures. Lucky we even had a Christmas, for crying out loud. I know. I really think that the Christmas cards make a difference. You know, the physical card. Anybody can send an email. Anybody can, you know, send a text message, but a card is personal, you know? Mom, what, babe? This is a popcorn machine. See? Here, the popcorns are right here. Nice. January 26th is her birthday. She will be 1 on January. I'm going to put it in that if the card slides out. Yeah, she's going to be 1 on the 26th of January. So all of us in my house have miserable winter birthdays except for my oldest, who was born in June. She has an awesome birthday. Yeah, Janet, the cards thing is really, That's really awesome. And I belong to a lot of these groups on Facebook, and I don't see any of the other groups. Oh, Laura, that's so sweet. Yeah, she was supposed to be born on the 23rd because she was breech, so I had to get a C-section. We don't have any cake. Yeah, your sister's birthday next month. All right, a green sparkly birthday cake. Yeah, well, Janet, you're out of commission. You're out of commission in the same way that I was out of commission last year. I was way too fat to be sending out cards last year. And you're down a leg. So I get to send out. Good, I'm glad. Uh-oh, Laura, what's your confession about cards? Oh my goodness. No, we had I did the pictures, the picture cards of the girls for the family. I took those pictures about a month ago, and yeah, it was like right after Thanksgiving. I took the pictures out in my yard, and then I had them put on a card, and they look like crap. I used my nice camera, and the picture quality on the printed card looks like crap. I was so mad. Ugh. Just my luck. Just my stinking luck that the card would look like that. Hey, you can send late cards. One year I sent a whole bunch of cards like almost at New Year's. I did a whole bunch of Christmas cards though on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I would just do it late. I was watching Care Hart, and she made her own cards out of putting together a bunch of cards. I was like, how genius. She made her own cards that way. I was like, that is so awesome, So I wish that I thought of that, but now that's a reason, one more thing to look for in the thrift stores, right? I'm going to look for them Christmas card bundles, which you find all the time in the thrift store. When I go out thrifting, I'm going to be looking for Christmas cards. She took like all of her Christmas cards she got last year and made them into cards. And they looked awesome. And she used, like magazine images and things. They looked so awesome though. I was like, that is so perfect. And it was really cute. A friend of mine, I can show you this because you can't even see their kids. She had her kids done like cartoon. Cool. And the card is like this great texture. I have no idea where she had these cards done. It doesn't say it on the back, but they are like, this is like this is probably the coolest card I got this year for sure. Definitely the coolest card. Sorry to all my family who's watching, but I gotta admit, that was cool. Last year, her son was like a year old, I think. So she had him naked facing the Christmas tree with a Santa hat on. And so you just saw his little butt, and his back. It was cute. She's like really creative with that. I thought about taking a creative picture with the kids, yesterday. It's like, hey, let's get them matching pajamas for Christmas, for pictures in front of the Christmas tree. Yeah, okay. Think about it on Christmas Eve.
So how did Santa Claus come to your house?
Yeah, Santa Claus went to all their houses too, and they all got some nice stuff too, just like you.
I got new toys now. And you know what else Santa Claus gave me though? Flugels!
Oh yeah, you got some flugels from your shows. Crazy.
I'll show you. I'll be right back.
Hold on, she's gonna show you her new toys that she got.
See?
See, look,
Boomer.
these are her new toys.
That's Boomer. And this is Flaker.
This guy here. Ooh. Laura says, oh.
And that's Flo. This is Flaker.
All right, go put those back, okay, honey? So that they don't get lost up here in this madness. Thanks. She's a riot. She really is. She really made out well this year for Christmas. She should be good for the next 5 Christmases, I think. Right, Lil?
Right.
You don't need anything else for the next 5 Christmases, right? Okay.
We're gonna have one more Christmas.
How do you know?
Okay.
Oh. All right, we'll see. Oh, I have stuff falling over. I have like so much stuff. And of course, you got to keep the plastic windows, right? That come in the toy packages.
We're gonna try building that tech and people make it
Okay.
after you're done your video.
Okay, honey. Yeah, Laura, it's you feel so blessed to don't get me wrong. I'm going to be paying off this Christmas bill until like June. But you really, it's worth it. And especially because my kids aren't spoiled. I don't just buy for them all the time. We know a lot of people whose kids don't care at all about what they get because they get so much stuff. But it's great to see the girls really appreciate the things they have and really having fun with the things they got because it is exciting for them. They're not used to getting things every single day. Yeah, once a year. She's going to get 3 or 4 things on her birthday, totaling maybe $50 and then that's it until Christmas. I go crazy on Christmas because that's stuff to get them through the whole year. Oh, good night, Janet. Merry Christmas. Sending you all my love, sweetheart. I hope you feel better. Hopefully 2019 is less, broken for you. Because we got to get together for coffee, girlfriend. Janet's neighbor. She lives a couple towns over from me. And there's a cute little cafe in her town that they moved a few months back, and I haven't been there since they moved. So we're going to meet up there when she's not as crippled. Yeah, I love how that feels. I'm December 31st, so I get my Christmas and my birthday done within the same 5 minutes, and then that's it. That is it for me. Yeah, it is fun. You know, I never thought, I didn't think that there was anybody in my area. I thought I was the only one. I know, I can't wait. So hurry up. Hurry up. Heal up, girl. We got some coffee to drink. This was the card. I bought these at Dollar Tree and I love them. So I'm gonna keep this one, I think. I'm gonna tape it in with some washi. Get some tape. Wow, I've already been on for 45 minutes. Time flies when I'm hanging out with my crafty buddies. Time flies. Yeah, they had some nice cards at Dollar Tree. They had some really nice ones. They have a lot. I still have a lot of pages left in that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for next year. I mean, there are a lot of pages. I don't think I have any cards left though. I think I put them all in. Whoa, sorry. There's a girl in Shelly's group that commented on one of my videos about my foam stamps, you know, and she's like, if you ever find any, let me know and I'll give you money. You know, if you find any more of those stamps, let me know and I'll pay you, because some of these were like 50 cents, you know, at a discount store. This one was 40 cents for this sleigh. So, you know, I was like, oh, well, that's going to be rough because I haven't seen these since. And that was years ago. Well, don't I go into Salvation Army the next day and I find a whole slew of foam stamps, including gingerbread men, right? And there was doubles of almost every one. Plus, I had doubles of a couple of the ones that I had. So I sent them all to her as a Christmas present. I was like, here, you know, Santa Claus is coming early for you. You can have some stamps. But I had to send them to her because it was absolutely fate. You know, fate definitely brought those stamps to me at Salvation Army that day so that I can send them to that woman. She deserves them. She's a sweetheart. Ever since I had my baby, every single time I see her in a chat, she asks about the kids every single time. How's that baby? How's that baby? You know, so I had to send it to her. I couldn't let that pass. It was definitely a sign. But I like doing stuff like that. I like sending out, you know, happy mail randomly, but I like it even more when it's somebody that I know, you know, and somebody that I can send personalized stuff, you know. Thanks, Laura. I try to be
Mom.
sweet once in a while.
Mom,
Got to put in my nice points so that I make it someplace well nice when I die. What?
you read the wheel, I'll read the tire, you read the donkey, I'll read the donkey too.
Okay, not right now. Not while I'm on a video, okay? Hi, Rosie. How are you? Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm just gluing. I'm just finding stuff, getting rid of stuff, because this box is only going to be half the size when I go to put it in storage for sure. I got way too much crap. Way too much crap in this box. I was thinking about getting some thread and turning these snowflakes into a little charm. I think I'm going to do that. Let me find a piece of thread. Merry Christmas. I hope you had a nice Christmas. I hope Santa Claus brought you all the things you've ever wanted. Yeah, our Christmas was really nice. It was nice and quiet. The kids had fun, and Mom got a new pair of slippers, so my feet are happy again. You know, it's amazing how some of the things like slippers and a nice smelling body wash can really just make your Christmas complete. This is going to be too short. I mean, for a woman anyway, I don't have a body wash, even though they try really hard to market that men's body wash stuff. I don't think it matters as much to them. I have this crappy floss that I hate, and I'm trying to just use it.
When the Hatchimals got a fluffy little guy from the Hatchimals.
Oh, cute. He's fluffy. I haven't seen a fluffy one. Oh, me too. I love the small things, you know. You know, there's certain things that, like, I like to ask for. There's certain things I'd rather get for Christmas, like a body wash and slippers. Thanks. You can have it if you want, honey.
No.
Oh.
Why did you throw that into my food?
Because you can have it.
Why you can have it now?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Laura, like, I don't, you know, I bought a thing of body wash from a discount store only because it was Dove. And, you know, Dove is nice and it smells really nice, so I bought it. But other than that, I don't buy body wash. I don't buy fancy body things like that, you know. So it was nice to get it. It's nice to get that. And then last week, you know, I made those angels. So I showed my husband, and one of them I gave a big wooden head, you know, like a wooden bead. So he bought me doll heads. He said, well, here. He said, you said you didn't have any more of these big wooden circles for heads, so here you go. So he bought me a package of doll heads. I was like, oh my God. So I got a package of doll heads in there. Nice package of big round doll heads. I just have to drill them through the rest of the way so that they're all the way through so I can. Yeah, I thought that was cute. I thought that was cute. Because I was out of heads. I was out of big heads anyway. After that, everybody had to have small heads. All right, twist this a little bit so I can put that on there. I'm gonna have to cut this one. All right. So there's that. Yeah, I thought that was really cute of him to buy me doll heads. That was funny. And then I got these little snowflakes from Dawn over at Let's Make a Mess Today. They did a swap in her group for, you know, the Fatty Patties. So I got paired with a girl who's actually, she has like the same exact taste in junk as me. So it's funny, it was like swapping with myself, but with new stuff. Everything she sent me is stuff that I'd use. These are the only things, these little snowflakes are probably the only things that I wouldn't actually buy. But since, you know, unless I got them like at a thrift store, but I don't usually go looking for these kinds of things. This one I don't think I can get through because those holes are really tiny. Yeah, Laura, they are so addicting. Like this thing here was just so, it's a great way to unwind. This was like so much fun to unwind with the crazy Christmas season. You tend to be stressed out as it is, you know, at night, just kind of zone out. You don't, if you feel like making it fancy, make it fancy. But I've never done one like this. I've done like the blue book style. Actually, you know what I used to do, and I haven't done this in a long time because I I have like too many projects. That one's not going on. I'll glue this one in here. I have too many projects going on. Is I used to take regular books like Reader's Digest books, right? And use those as a glue book kind of. I'd paint, like, you know, Carla has Anything Goes books, and Shannon has their Anything Goes books. That's kind of like what I would do. They'd be like my Anything Goes books. In a regular Reader's Digest book. And I'd glue some pages together. I'd rip some pages out. There was no rhyme or reason to it at all. It just was. You know? So, and those, you know, those were a lot of fun. I just didn't even care. Now, like, I have so many books I could use. I have so many, I have so many composition books. Yeah, pretty much, Laura. Like, you know, you watch people on YouTube and they tell you how they do it, you know, and there's all these rules. You got to start at the middle of the signature. You got to do this, you got to do that. These books that I did, I completely destroyed them and they're perfectly fine. I still have them. The only problem I had was the Mod Podge sticking together, you know, which drove me crazy. Yeah, Rosie, it really is. Like, and I have all of my Christmas cards in here from this year, last year, and there's even a couple of them from the year before that I put in here. So I'm kind of like just going around and giving backgrounds to things. Hi, Lala. Thanks for joining me today. Merry Christmas to you. I hope Santa Claus was good to you this year. Oh, it's so nice to see so many familiar faces coming in and hanging out. I really thought that, you know, with it being Christmas, it would be... Nope, not yet, honey. I thought that it would be pretty quiet. But then again, this is the time that everybody's getting home, I guess. Hi, Laura. We got all the Lauras in the house today. I guess that now's the time for everybody's Christmases to be winding down, so... That's awesome. Your Christmas was good. Ooh, what are you making, Laura? No, she's cooking dinner, honey.
Oh. Why does it smell like dinner in here?
No, it doesn't smell like dinner in here. Our dinner is already cooked and eaten. I found this little bag too, so it's glued it on the back of here. I can stick some stuff in there. Oh, really? My internet behaved up until now. It doesn't want me to party with you guys anymore, maybe. Is it any better? So we have all the Lauras. Every Laura ever invented is in here with us now.
I'm Lola. I'm Lily and Daddy and Mom and Mirabelle.
I'm making all these pieces into pockets because I had no pockets in here this whole season. I was trying to find a pocket. Really? Ah, my internet was behaving so well too. And of course everybody comes into party and then it just screws up. Maybe you have to refresh. Because it doesn't show any connection problems on my side. Usually before, when it used to have connection problems, it didn't say anything. It just looked slow. But the last time I streamed, YouTube must have updated something because there was like something on the upper part that said, connection low or something. Yeah, Rosie, you won't be disappointed. You will really enjoy it. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. That's too busy right there. I think everybody needs a moose. Sorry, this cord. It was just me. That's good, she says. I mean, it's not good, but at least I know that it's working on my end. Because this this internet I have here out in the country isn't fancy high speed crap like all the city folk. No, this is like DSL. Slow as dirt.
Did you do this? Hi. You like that friend?
Yeah, that was cute, honey. You like that little guy? This thing is so fat. Fat, 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 fat. I hope I'm gluing the right side. I didn't check to see if this was upside down. It's funny because like I watch the county commissioners race. I don't watch it, but I pay attention to it in the newspaper and stuff. And they talk about how they're going to bring cable internet to the county. I'm like, wow, here we are. That's your selling points, that you're going to bring, cable. We're all going to have cable internet. You go from one evil to the other. Yeah. Tells you it's just me, not you. Not me. I look at them, I say, listen, buddy, it's you. It's you. See ya. See ya, dude. That's what Lily said. See ya, dude.
No, I said, see ya, dude.
See ya, dude.
Dirt.
Dirt?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you call someone dirt?
Okay.
Oh.
There's some.
You just want to call them dirt? That's fine. You can call them dirt.
I'll call them dirt. Like. Mommy,
What, honey?
look at that.
Nice. Those were part of your Hatchimals?
Mama, that's so
It's amazing how fast Christmas is over. You know, we spent months getting it ready, and the last couple weeks, you know, you're going nuts and Christmas cards and cooking and baking and wrapping and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Laura, I bought a ton of composition books at a thrift store. They were like 50 cents a piece, and they're teen, you know, they're like teen girl style. One of them's got like a guitar, and they're like neon pink and neon green colors. So I bought them because they have thicker paper than the Walmart ones, and the covers are thicker. So I was like, I'm gonna go nuts, you know.
I bet some of those animals. Look, go opening hatchimals.
Thanks, honey.
Look.
My box of junk. I gotta get to the stuff in the bottom.
Here.
My big pile of crap. Just made a huge mess in that box. I know. I know, Laura. I have this box. I don't know if you, I mean, you probably saw the video because you have been like a devout fan. Ooh, sorry, everybody. Seasick. This box that I have it in is a Grinch box. Let me turn it so you can see it. Your kid's new favorite toy has arrived. It's called Cardboard Box and the Grinch.
There's one. You need a
Mr. Grinch. Oh, that's a great idea, Laura. I love gifting stuff like that. Like I made little journals out of manila envelope, the envelopes. These are the ones I was telling you guys about earlier that I didn't finish because my eyelet setter took too long and it wouldn't line up. So I just used my stapler when I bought the stapler. So I made them out of manila envelopes. Yes, honey, he was cuddling and purring. I made them out of manila envelopes, and then I put shoe polish over them to create like a faux leather, and it really does. It really looks like leather. And then I put it together with, you know, junk journal paper, dyed paper, book pages, graph paper, stuff like that. And I gave those out as gifts. And nobody seemed to care. Nobody thanked me. I was like, oh, well, go shit in your hat, you know. Oh, nice. Yeah. Shoe polish really, here, I'll grab one and I'll show you because I just put them in a box. This is them. But it looks like leather, you know, and then I put lace on the edges inside to cover up the fact that it's an envelope. And then I just made it distress ink on some of the pages. The doily was too big, so I just cut it in half.
Mom, why did you show away a picture of you?
That's a magazine picture, honey. You know? Thanks. Yeah, they were quick and easy. They were perfect for Christmas, you know? So this thing here, this was like, I bought a bunch of ornament kits. They had a ton of sequins. They're old. They're probably from the 60s maybe.
Mama, is he trying to sleep on me?
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, I thought they were really nice gifts too. And I gave them out to people and they were kind of like, oh, you know, well. So, and all I did was I sprayed it with the spray sealer. Glossy. This is the one I think that didn't get all the sealer. I was in between cans. And it's small, you know, perfect size to fit in a purse, which is what I was thinking. It's small enough you can do whatever you want with it, you know. Put it next to your your couch or in a drawer. So, you know, that's what I did. I didn't do it for a lot of people. It might have been like 3 or 4 people that I gave that to last year, but still. And they were easy to make. And that's why, you know, I like for Christmas, I like just simple little things that I can make and give to a few people, you know, a few friends. Like my envelope bill organizer. I have one more of those to make to send out. It's going to be for my mom. And then, you know, I've got one for each one of my aunts. Yeah, and one for my mom. And they'll like that. Yeah, some people really are. Some people don't care. Like, I really don't even care if I get anything for Christmas, to be honest. Because when I want something, I usually just get it for myself. And not even...
Mom, is that too loud?
No, honey, you're okay. I just get what I want.
Mom, when it's too loud, I can just turn off.
Okay.
And I can just blow off. It sounded like she said, ow, 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 ow. It sounded like that she said that.
I mean, I have some things I wait for Christmas. You know, like we were talking in here earlier. I love slippers. You know, there was some slippers I was eyeballing from J.C. Penney's that I was going to buy, but then I'm like, you know what? This will be a good Christmas gift. I love getting handmade gifts. I really do. Like, I love people who put the time in to make something. And that's probably the only thing I'm looking forward to with my daughter going to school next year, is that she's going to start learning that how important it is to make gifts. She doesn't seem to really care now about making gifts for anybody. She's like, whatever, you know. I tell her, oh, you should, and she's like, whatever. That's probably the only thing. And for her to make friends, I'm excited for that. But like, I see some of the things that these kids come home with from school, you know, for Mother's Day and Christmas and Easter and whatever. I'm like, that is so sweet. That's beautiful, Laura. That's great. And that's something you're going to have forever. You know, you are going to have that forever. Same here, Rosie. If I get something, that's great. If I don't, that's fine too. You know, that just means one less thing. Like, my aunt got me an Amazon gift card, so that is going to go towards new headlight bulbs. I already have those coming for my truck. And I ordered a frother because I love froth in my coffee. And I had a frother. It was like one of those things that you push down and it froths the milk or scrambles eggs or whatever. But then it broke shortly after I got it. So I haven't frothed ever since. So I bought myself a frother. Yeah, my daughter and my husband made my bird feeder, and I love it. They actually made me two. They made me one to put suet in too. So we got some suet, and I got some bird seed. It's funny because he got me a little bag of the economy. It says economy bird seed. I says, oh, you just get me the generic garbage. I says, we're going to have all the riffraff from the neighborhood over here now. It was the economy bird seed. I didn't get no wild bird seed or, you know, special bird seed. I got economy. We're going to have all the riffraff birds over here at my bird feeder. It's going to be a party. Isn't that guy creepy looking? Ugh, he creeps me out. That face creeps me out. Creeps me out. Definitely not as cute as Lori's gorgeous little sock Santas. Oh, I just love those. Those little guys are so cute, Lori. These little Santa Clauses this woman makes. I'll show them to you later, honey.
Why?
Because I'll have to show you from my phone. From my phone?
No, I am pissed.
So I like the elf butt instead of that creepy looking Santa thing.
Oh,
A Santa thing that was in here. I love in these magazines how they arrange the gifts too. That's so cool.
yeah. Yeah.
Honey, quiet, okay? Go over there and play.
The price is fine. The price.
Oh my God. Does this mean that I'm really a YouTuber? Now that I got my first troll? I'm officially a YouTuber now. My first troll. Wow. Lori, it's so funny you mentioned that because when my dad died, he had this little like flowery gift box. It was very feminine. You know, it was like a gift, like somebody put a piece of jewelry in it or something, and it was bigger, and in it was a whole bunch of Christmas cards and birthday cards that I had given him over the last few years. And then I had found a drawer in his nightstand drawer. He had other things over the years that I had made him. And I never thought of him to be too much of a sentimental person, but I was shocked to find he had all of these cards and papers in there, you know. I'll make everybody moderators in here. Lala can be a moderator. Yeah, man. There. Moderators. You guys are moderators. Dude, is this real life?
What?
Yeah. You guys can say 500 things at once now. Some of these trolls are so funny, though. Like this guy. Do you think this is real, or is this the Matrix? But see, I when it comes to making people moderators, I see you girls all the time in all the chats I go into. So yeah, totally moderator quality. At least that guy wasn't vulgar and perverted like some of them that we've had. Oh my God. I do feel bad. There was one I was in the other night, and there was a young girl. I don't know if it was a girl, but a young kid in there. And I don't know if the kid was just interested or was asking too many questions. I don't know, but they kicked him. They kicked him out. I don't even know what he was asking. I walked in at the tail end of it. People are like, "What do you want? Who are you? What do you do?" And then they kicked the kid out. I was like, "Ooh." Oh, forgot Rosie was in here. Make her a moderator too. Then you can all run my channel. I don't care. I can kick out whoever you want. Kick each other out for all I care. Nah, don't kick each other out. I like you guys too much. There. Yeah. I hope Shelly's feeling better though. That's really awful. She gets pneumonia at Christmas time. You know? No, yeah, Laura, I've been in some channels where it turns into total anarchy. Like, what do these people get out of doing that? They don't get paid. YouTube doesn't pay you to be a troll. You know? Yeah, Laura, my mom had pneumonia 3 times in the last year. Like, it is no joke. I like this, but it's too big. Crate and Barrel. Darn you, Crate and Barrel. I only had pneumonia once. I was 14. I had pneumonia, mono, and meningitis all at the same time, and I almost died. And I never got it again, but I did get bronchitis all the time in high school after that. Yeah, I almost died. I was in the hospital, and the only thing I remember was the nurses were giving me like a lukewarm bath, and I remember from the fever I had started crying because they didn't have any bananas left for dinner. I had ordered a banana, I guess, and they didn't have any, so I cried when I was in the bathtub. I was crying about the bananas. But yeah, I do. I feel for Shelly. Oof. I would not wish that on anyone. Pneumonia is so terrible. I messaged her last. She said it was the cough. She said she was feeling better, but the cough was really, just lingering. So at least she is feeling better, because it can take forever to get over that. Yeah, I got bronchitis a lot, and then I have a lot of sinus problems. I have really bad allergies, but I've only had one sinus infection in my life, and I'm very lucky for that. I feel very fortunate that I have not had more sinus infections, because that was awful. Oh, yeah. It's going these illnesses and these respiratory things are really going around rampant this year. I was in Walmart yesterday. I bet you I saw half a dozen people just coughing all over. When I got home, I'm like, let's everybody wash our hands now. You know? Yeah. My mom has a weak immune system too. She has lupus, which is where most of her troubles come from, with her bones and her joints and her nerves. And I had some kind of weird illness in October that completely knocked me out for like 3 days. I just all of a sudden got a fever, which I never get a fever. And I had a fever just for like 3 or 4 days, and I slept all day for two days. I couldn't even move. And then it turned into a cough. It was horrible. Yeah, walking pneumonia is scary too. And with these illnesses out now and these flus, it is scary. It's scary. Last winter, after I had the baby, we didn't go, like, we wouldn't go anywhere. That's good, Laura, because it really, once you get once, it really runs your body down for the rest of the season, and it seems like you'll just keep getting sick. You know? And one thing I do too, one thing I swear by too, is washing your hands all the time. I come in from the store, I wash my hands. You know, we go out to eat, I'll go in the bathroom first and wash my hands. I'm like, I am a freak about keeping my hands clean now, you know, especially with having little kids. Because these kids, like the baby, I don't think she's been feeling good. She's been kind of hoarse the last few days. You know, her voice is kind of crackly. And she's been really fussy this morning. Most of the morning, she was like really clingy. I laid her down for a nap and she seemed better when I woke her up, or when she woke up. But she was, you know, what, honey? I like your bunny shoes.
How about we have bunny shoes here?
Oh, Lori. My has a lot of similar issues too, especially thyroid problems. She has lupus, rheumatoid arthritis. I like to think I'm smart when it comes to my kids, because I see so many people and their kids are just sick over and over and over. You know, every winter their kids are sick like 1,000 times. And I know next year, once Lily gets into school, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do. She's just going to be bringing it home, and we're just going to have to weather the storms, you know. But if I can curb it a little bit, and if I can start some good habits, then I would rather just do it that way. Actually, believe it or not, my mom and her sister both have lupus. So one of my mom's doctors says that it's hereditary. You know, it is in your genes. My mom's sister has it much worse than she does. Yeah, at least you're not in the dark, right? You know what you're facing every day. I have hormone problems. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. So that causes weight gain. I have a hard time getting weight off. and obviously the normal hormonal problems that every woman faces. And I have acne, which I never had acne before. I have acne. The mood swings are like horrendous. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of trying that, that keto diet where you cut out the sugar, because I guess that is really good for the polycystic ovarian syndrome. So, if I can get anything to work. So long as I could get, if I do it, I would want everybody to do it. Oh, I know. Isn't this little angel cute? This comes from one of those catalogs, but of course, I'm sure this thing costs like $50, the way those catalogs are priced. You're very lucky, Laura, to not get sick. Like my kid's pediatrician, I love her. She is so great. I don't know what I'm going to do when she retires, which is going to be soon. But she doesn't get sick often at all. And I'm like, how do you do it? Yeah, this catalog is definitely a wish book. Huh. Some stuff, though, a lot of this stuff I could live without. I just like the cute pictures. But some of the little ornaments and stuff are really cute. I just wish I could afford them. Not that I couldn't. I just can't justify paying the prices that they ask. Oh, hello, I have better things to spend money on. I get some clothing catalogs too. And, they're like, oh, clearance. This simple white t-shirt is only $54.99 this week only. I'm like, yeah, you had a better chance of seeing God than to have me purchase one of them. Tell you what. Some of the jewelry in some of these, is beautiful. But, yeah, I have enough stuff. Listen, I'm all set with my cheap clothes, okay? I am not a fashionista. I do not need the latest and greatest of every kind of shirt, blouse, pants, skirt, boots. Oh, you are lucky, Laura, because I'll tell you, hormonal problems, I'm considering just going and getting, just take it all out. Hi, Mark. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Merry Christmas. I cut out this little fireplace corner, and I just really like it. I just like this fireplace. I'm going to stick it in the corner over here. I love the Restoration Hardware catalog for textures. They have some great texture stuff. And their Christmas catalog was awesome. I'm sure that if you subscribe to them now, you probably wouldn't get it. Although you might, because they sent me like a couple of them. They sent me a couple catalogs back. But they definitely had some pretty stuff in their Christmas catalog. Oh, thanks. Look, I got some tea in my pretty frozen teacup. I would rather spend my money on junk than clothes any day, though. Thanks for coming in, Laura. Merry Christmas. Much love to your family. One woman has to go have supper. What? Yeah, one of the Lauras is leaving, but don't worry, there's more. Have a couple bites for me. I'm still full from my dinner, but I'm sure that yours is wonderful.
Video, can you give me some of yours too? And then some beer too.
Stop. Nobody's getting you beer. Right? My 4-year-old's over here yelling, "Get me beer." Social services is going to be at my door. Angry Santa. Hmm? Okay, I have to make sure that I mix my tea with my fancy spoon. Thanks.
Now leave in the cup and drink.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta glue this crazy Santa Claus first.
Next to the crazy Santa Claus. Exactly.
You are a magazine collector. You'll know what I mean when I say, you'll have the same exact things. Like I've had this thing, I bet you for 15 years. This crazy Santa Claus has been banging around in my stash for about 15 years. And when I went through my stuff, my Christmas stuff, I was like, I have to include him this year. Crazy Santa. Oh, vegetarian lasagna. I bet I would like that. For being an Italian, I don't eat a lot of lasagna. But it's not that I don't like the lasagna. I like all the stuff in it except for the cheese.
Mom,
What,
I
honey?
can see all the stuff that's on your video.
Oh, nice. I'm not. I like cheeses, but I don't like that ricotta cheese that they put in lasagna. I think it's ricotta they put in lasagna. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Huh?
I have tried to like it. I can't get past that texture. I can't get past that texture of that cheese. It just really bothers me. Yes, honey, that was very yummy tea. Let's see what I've got. Oh, thanks. Because I grew up in an Italian household, so we always had lasagnas and even like, stuffed shells and cheese ravioli had to be a different cheese for me because I just couldn't stomach it. I just couldn't stomach the cheese. And I'm the same way with other cheeses of the same texture, like cottage cheese and feta cheese, and I don't like those chunky cheeses. Oh, thanks, Laura. So glad you girls came to hang out. I'm going to be live tomorrow, too. I figured 7:30 is when I'll go on Wednesday nights. I'll do live streams. So I hope I see you tomorrow, too. Merry Christmas. I'm glad that I make you laugh. I just say what I'm thinking, even if it's wrong. You can't hold in the feelings. You gotta just let them out. You gotta just let them out. Pumpkin pie was hard for me with texture, but I like it now as an adult. But I did not like it. I did not like it when I was young at all. Sweet dreams, Laura. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas.
Did Laura that came?
Yep. Lily says, bye, Laura, that came because you came in and now you're leaving. Oh, she blew you a kiss, too. Now I'm just going around and gluing all willy-nilly. Just trying to use up this crappy glue stick. Yes. Yep. My oldest is Lily. My youngest is Vera May.
And your oldest
Yep, my oldest is Lily.
And what do you call the other one?
My youngest.
Yeah, because my youngest is Vera. Hold on.
Her name, actually, when I was pregnant with her, I was only a couple of months pregnant with her. So I didn't know what I was having. And I had a dream that I had. Hi, Lynn. Merry Christmas. Oh, we're going to make Lynn a moderator, too. Everybody's a moderator. Oh, honey. On the counter. I think you can reach it. I had a dream that I had a little girl, and in my dream, her hair was up in a little ponytail, and I named her Lily, the little girl in my dream. She was like 1 or 2. So I woke up the next day, and I told my husband, I said, I had a dream that I had a little girl, and I was carrying her around. We were going from yard sale to yard sale in a neighborhood. I don't know why. And I bought a bunch of kids' stuff. And my daughter's name was Lily. So I said to my husband, I said, I had a dream last night that we had a girl and her name was Lily. And I told him about the dream, and he was like, that's beautiful. So we decided Lily, and I'll never forget it because we were standing at the time in the garage at his house. And we both looked at each other and we're like, Lily and Marie. And that was it. Lily and Marie. At Dad's house in Massachusetts.
What's Dad's house?
The other house that you lived in a long time ago.
How shaped was it?
It was house shaped. Hi, Beth. Merry Christmas.
What is that guy?
Who's that? It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah. Is that you made?
Yeah.
Him? You painted him?
No, I'm just cutting them out.
You made him?
So, yeah, that's where Lily's name came from. And then Vera May, my husband's mother's name was Vera, and her middle name was May. And I said, I want to name, I love the name Vera. So I was like, I would love to name our daughter after your mother. I said, but I would also like to name her after my grandmother, whose name is Joan. So we said, well, we'll make her first name Vera May, and her middle name is Joan.
Can I tell her something?
Okay.
That's Dad's mom. Dad's mom is named also Vera May.
Yep. No, your sister's Vera May Joan. Dad's mom was just Vera May.
What?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that nuts, man?
Yeah. Mom.
What?
You know what I'm missing?
What?
What is it?
I don't know.
It's magic wand.
She's such a nut. Are you crazy?
I have to run those reindeer that's right there.
Yeah?
Yeah, can you see them
Yeah.
in the video?
I can see him in the video.
Wait, I think the video waved at me.
Maybe.
Did you saw her wave?
Yeah. They do now a little bit. She does. She gets involved with me, but she has a shorter attention span.
Hey, what is Santa Claus holding?
He's holding a tray of cookies. See, he's a cookie holder, Santa Claus. But she does like to cut paper up and glue it to other paper. She usually likes to cut up white paper and glue it to white paper, which is just fun. Just layers, right? Texture. And then...
Yeah, but I like to cut them first and then I glue them.
Yep. And so all I have to teach her now is to paint it nice and it'll really be texture. Santa Claus. I do that too. You know, she's not big into coloring though. I'm surprised because she has a ton of coloring books.
The puppy likes to go for a ride.
But I think the baby, because Lily isn't a sit down activity type of kid, unless it's like really active with her hands. Like she likes Play-Doh. She'll sit there and play with Play-Doh all day. Honey, can you do that in the other room, please? No? Can you do that in the other room? That's really loud. She'll play with Play-Doh all day. But other than that, she is a on-the-go person. Whereas the baby, she gets really into what she's doing. I think that she's going to be more likely to sit down and color for long periods. Yeah, I paint using a credit card. That's like the only way I paint. I'm such an artist. You know, I don't use a paintbrush. I painted using a paintbrush the other day, and I was like, what am I doing? Do I even know how to do this? You know, because I'm so used to using a credit card on all my painty papers, which I have to make some more of, if you can believe it. I'm low on painty papers. I only have about 20 left. Because I sent some out in Happy Mails and swaps, and I'm down to like 20 pages. But Shelly turned me on to this Restoration Hardware magazine, and that paper is really nice. She said it was really nice to paint on, and it really is. It is smooth. The paint spreads like really far. It's really nice for painting. If you need any more paper in your house, get the Restoration Hardware. It's free. Everything in it is super expensive, so they can definitely afford to send out catalogs with the money they make on that crap. Pay like $4,000 for a rug. I know. I can't panic. I'm low on painting papers. I have a couple of journals that I have all the bits put together for. So I'm going to start working on those journals too. But Care Heart got me hooked on making clusters. Thanks, Lynn. I had my very first troll. I'm officially a YouTuber now. I had a guy ask me like if this is real life or if this is tricks. It's really nice. I felt trolled. I felt so special. I'm official now. Oh, okay. I understand. You don't want to hear my loud mouth blabbing over here. So anyway, yeah, Care Heart, she's got me hooked on making clusters, which I made a boatload. I'll grab them and show them to you in a few minutes. She has me hooked on making them. So painting papers, I don't know if you're aware of this, make great cluster pieces. Can you believe it? So, oh, well, tell them all we said hi. Hi, Lynn's family. Oh, Lori, if I show you, your life is never going to be the same. Just going to warn you. Your life's going to change forever. So, I'll show you, but you might want to look away because that'll be it. That will be it. I have one of these, like I am using a webcam now that I bought so I could do this from my laptop, so I can do live streams and watch. Let me show you my clusters. But I'm using a phone clamp to do it with that I got on Amazon. So let me show you my clusters. Oh, let me show you. I am so hooked on clusters, girls. You have no idea. Here's one that I made. I don't have my autofocus on because it's, and then I pretty much used die cuts, but I also used, which I thought of after the fact, these cards that I had. I used them as bases. Here, this one's upside down. See, but let me tell you how easy this is. This is a card. This is a flag thing that I cut out of book pages. I didn't use a die for this. I just cut it. This thing here, I printed. The flower and this branch thingy were dies. I did, but I have a ton of die. I have a ton of flowers that I cut without using dies. I just make them into a circle. You just make a circle and then you fold it up a bunch of times, like as if you're going to make a snowflake. And then you cut around so that it turns into a flower like this. This thing here I printed for free. This little thing here I printed for free. And this came off of scrapbooking paper. And I put a button on to hide the staple that you put through. You put a staple. So you hold all the junk together, right? And you keep tucking things in where you want them. And then you staple it. And then I just glue something on top of the staple to hide the staple. But here again, little flag I cut out. Little words that I printed. You know, I printed that word on pretty looking paper. Stamps. Somebody sent me, you know, canceled stamps, a little piece of fabric or lace. Another little flag that I cut myself. This was a butterfly thing I got in a bunch of scrapbooking stuff I bought. This is a little tag thing I print for free. This is just a tag that I used as the base from book pages. This thing here, the backing is wallpaper. Flower that I got from that scrapbooking stuff I bought. More wallpaper. Words. A flag I made. Another free printable I got online. Lace. That's pretty much it. I did use die cuts. You know, this thing here is a die cut. I have a little flower covering my staple that's a die cut. But I didn't use a lot of them. Most of it's like free printable things that I got. And Care Heart and Jessica Rapp really got the cluster mania going on YouTube last year. And so I'm late to the party, but I'm like, this is a lot of fun. And they're nice to do when you're sitting down and you're watching TV and you just, I made myself up a couple little like organizer boxes. And I just put things of different sizes. I got big stuff. I've got my lace pieces. I've got medium things, little long skinny things. And then I have a little box that's full of small pieces. You know, this one here, I used a lot of my scrapbook paper that was scrap pieces from projects. This was a die cut I did from a magazine page. All my die cuts I did were from magazine pages, you know. So, and this is just a small little section of the ones I did. I made a ton because I sit there while, you know, watching TV. It's nice and easy. You just throw them in there. You know, you just throw them together. But yeah, they're simple and they're fun and they're easy. You know, they're mindless. Like when you, exactly, anything goes. You can make it as big as you want. You can make it as small as you want. It's mindless stuff so that when you just need to relax your brain but keep your hands busy, you make clusters.
Mom,
What, honey?
I'm gonna go tell Daddy just what I said.
Okay, honey. You know, and the big thing is not to overthink what you're doing. You know, I put if I'm sitting there and I can't. Thanks, Lynn.
Mom,
What?
no.
Thanks, Lynn. If I can't decide what I'm making with the clusters and I'm having too hard of a time making a decision, then I stop, you know, and I put everything down and I start over. You know, it's like just mindless. Don't think about it. Just do. What, honey?
I told Dad that I'm gonna have a snack
Okay, is he gonna come out?
pretty soon.
All right. Well, I'll get you a snack in just a few minutes.
Nice.
I like this. I like this Zen. Yes, very good for leftovers. I have a Zen Santa, and
Nice.
I have a butt Santa.
Can I see? Well, can you show the butt? There. Your butt. Your butt. Mom,
Yeah, the things you can do. I just love paper. I just love paper and junk. It's like my
what time is it?
crutch in life.
What time is it?
It's almost time for snack. I know.
1 o'clock.
It's not 1 o'clock. Where's your watch?
Huh?
Where's your watch?
Which watch?
The watch you got.
For what?
It'll tell you what time it is.
Like Apple Watch?
Yeah. Sorry for the glare. It's probably blinding everybody. I love this poster. What?
27.
27? No, it's 8:45.
No, look at the picture. That's 27.
Okay.
See?
Yeah, that's fine, honey.
Do you see the 20?
Yep.
Do you see the 7?
Yep.
Daddy, it's 27. Do you know what that means?
I know, Beth. Like, I have so, I get so many of them every month. Honey, I'm
Do you know
talking.
what that means?
What?
That means it's 2 o'clock.
Okay. I get so many magazines every single month. And then I just let them pile up and pile up until I can't even stand looking at them. And then I do like a mass harvest. A couple of months ago, I bet you I harvested 100 magazines or better. And I have like 1 million cutouts just everywhere, just scattered in folders. Yeah, Lori, go to Recycle Bank. You just watch movies and get points, and then pick out magazines for them to send you for free. That's what I don't know if I'm going to do anybody else's scavenger hunt glue books, but I'm going to. I have my own like en masse journal that I'm doing, and I'm going to do some of that for Glue Book January. Yeah, you got to get picky. I mean, I went through a period where I was like ripping out every single person, and now I have this big box just filled with people. I have so many people. It's like, oh my God. I don't know with all my people. I'm going to have to start throwing them out. I went on like this people binge, and I just like ripped out all the people. And in a fashion magazine, you know how many that is. Our library does the book sales, and they do their magazines for 10 cents a piece, which is worth it to me, for certain ones. One of the times they had a bunch of birds and blooms, and I got those, but the last time they only had like Good Housekeeping and ones that I already have all the pictures to.
Mom,
What, honey?
no, it is
What?
27.
All right.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Down. It's snack time.
Yep, just about.
Now?
Just about, honey. I just have a few more things to glue. I don't know if my library would give any of them away. I'd have to ask if they would, because I don't see why not. I don't imagine a lot of people go there to get magazines. What?
Santa Christmas. Santa. Santa. Mystery.
Yep. Can you just pick that up for me, please, and put it in the trash-a-roni?
Okay. Now.
But yeah, if you can get magazines for free, that's awesome. So long as you don't so long as you don't overwhelm yourself, because they get overwhelming. And the amount of images I have is overwhelming too. What?
Does this come from my truck?
I think so.
Well, today now my truck is already during the daylight this morning.
Oh,
I'm going to get it out tomorrow.
Cheryl,
Mom,
thanks for coming to hang out.
Mom,
What, honey?
can this gun blow a balloon?
I don't know. Try it.
How can you make a balloon?
Merry Christmas. I hope your Christmas was just dandy.
Mom,
Ours was nice here. No, I'm not going to take it out of your mouth and do it.
Mommy, I just want you to check.
Yep.
How can I do it?
You can't. When I chew mine.
Hey.
Hmm.
Look at the leaves.
Cutting them off. I'm just cutting them out.
How?
Oh, that's great. I'm glad. I'm glad you had a nice Christmas. Like everybody, although what a lucky year, because I'm not seeing anybody, who's dealt with death. I haven't seen any deaths, but man, the last few days, it seems like everybody now all of a sudden, everybody's just dying. Poor Jane over at Crafting Mamas lost her husband. Family that's really close to my family, their father just died. There was a young high school kid nearby here that died from cancer. It's like the last few days, all of a sudden, tragedy. I guess that's the way it is. It seems like it's always right at Christmas that this stuff happens. It's so sad. My prayers are with
Mom,
so many families at this time.
can you blow a big
I'll have to show when I
and you shoot with them?
when I chew it. I don't think I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Mom, it's green now.
this time of year is a blessing and a curse.
It's green now.
I know that's nuts.
How's it green?
Because it's watermelon and strawberry, so that's like the watermelon part of it, I guess.
I didn't choose it.
Everybody loves a cookie that looks like a tree.
Why?
Oh, I'll make Cheryl a mod too, because I love Cheryl too.
Mom.
And Beth too.
Why is Gecko on here? Why was Gecko on here?
Because it's just his picture, honey.
That's why the TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
And our last didn't belong on here. Let's have one. Mom,
Oh my goodness, Lord.
why do they keep having a picture every day of that?
It must have been good chicken. That's what it's like in a house of boys, though.
Mommy, there's Catboy. See him?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Running.
He's learning how to get.
Yeah, that chicken must have been good. That is what it's like with the House of Boys, though. They will eat it all, and it will be goner. Yep. Yep. Well, ladies, I'm going to have to retire for the evening since we have Lily on a strict bed schedule now so she doesn't wake up miserable. And it's getting to be about her bedtime. So I'm going to glue on this pretty stamp picture. But I'm going to be on tomorrow night at 7:30. I'll be on if you want to come hang out. Wednesday nights is going to be my night, I think. I'm going to try and shoot for every Wednesday. So that if you want to hang out with me, that's when I'm going to live stream. Oh, lucky you, Laura. I know. This was like so much fun. I am so glad that you came to hang out. This was such a great time. What a wonderful Christmas. You know, we are blessed. We're blessed to have each other, to have the families that we do, you know. Yes, Eastern time. Eastern time, 7:30. Perfect. I'll probably be on for a little while. I'll probably be on till like 9, you know. But I really hope you girls come and hang out. And this was so much fun. I'm going to go take a nice long nap now. Well, Beth, keep me posted. I'll definitely come hang out. I'll definitely come hang out with you. All right, ladies. My love to all of you and to all of your families, and thank you so much. You really made this night enjoyable. Ta-ta.